What's up guys, and welcome back to the ultimate winter build guide. In this episode, we're gonna go over parts that are essential for survival, but not just survival. It's about thriving and potentially being a hero. This is the Skosh 700 amp battery jumper pack and is honestly completely overkill for a vehicle like this. But this isn't just about surviving, this is about thriving and helping other people who might need a jump. But that's not all, because included in the kit is a 12-volt adapter, which you can use to blow up air mattresses, run your tire inflator, or basically anything else that'll run off of a 12-volt socket. And as an added bonus, the battery pack itself comes with a 15,000 milliamp hour battery, which means that if your phone ever ran out of juice, you could probably charge it more than 15 times. And at 700 amps, this will jumpstart just about anything on the road. Now on this, you also get two USB ports, an LED flashlight, and then of course, an input for charging and an output for 12-volt source or your 12-volt adapter that it comes with. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that this only works if it's actually charged. So first thing you're gonna wanna do when you get it is just make sure to plug it in, leave it plugged in until the charging indicator says full. And then once it's full, you can throw it somewhere inside your car should you ever need it. Now, my favorite thing about winter is going on adventures and basically trying to see where my car can go. But what always scares me is what if I actually get stuck? And Subaru's come up with the perfect starter pack for exactly that. This is the Subaru Severe Weather Companion Kit. Nice starter kit for a survival type situation. Now on the back, you have some Velcro, so basically any carpet you stick it to, it's not going anywhere, which is perfect for, well, what we usually do in the snow. Now included in this kit is some emergency drinking water, which is important because you can go quite a long time without food, but you'll die pretty quickly without water. A few matches, candles, and a whistle, a nice little LED headlight, a small medical kit, a shovel that quickly expands, which makes it nice and compact, an emergency blanket, a poncho, and a small ice scraper. Now, obviously, we would want to add to this kit, and indeed we will, but for right now, for something that you can just throw in the back of the car, forget about it, you don't have to worry about it, it is a perfect starter kit. And we finally got them back in stock, and so I was excited to snatch one up as soon as I could for this car. This is pretty freaking cool. One thing we've been wanting to add to this Crosstrek for a long time is a rear tow hook. Now one, it's gonna look pretty awesome, but two, mainly it provides an anchor point to where somebody can help give us a tug out of a tight situation, or we might be able to do the same for somebody else. Now installation on these are pretty simple. You just pop off this rear access port here, take your tow hook, and thread it in. And with this parent model, you can adjust it. And so you want to get the logo the right side up and tighten that down. And there you go. Now you might be wondering what to do with this access port here. Well, you can easily pull it out, and Perrin does provide a template for drilling that will fit this tow hook perfectly. But I think for now, we're just gonna leave it as is, maybe throw this in the glove box, because we wanna make sure we like the look and functionality of the tow hook before we go and do anything permanent. This is really cool. Now, easily one of the best things you can do, not only to protect yourself, but to protect others as well, is a dash cam. And this particular one is the Nextbase 422GW. Now, a brief rundown of the specs: it will do 1440p at 30 frames a second, or 60 frames a second at 1080p. But some of the best things about it is just the picture quality, as well as having a backup battery and motion detection, so that even if you're away from your car, it'll still record should something happen. Now, included in the kit is everything you're gonna need to install it, but we're gonna do ours a little bit different and a lot quicker and easier. Now they do include this pass-through mount, which attaches via a very strong magnet to the dash cam itself. We're gonna use a shorter USB cable. We're going to plug it into the pass-through, then remove the backing for the adhesive, and line up where we want this thing installed. There, it looks good. Then once it's pressed on, go ahead and install our SD card. Now for this, we're gonna be using the Skosh dual charger, and we're gonna be utilizing one of these standard USB ports. Then we still have our USB-C high-speed port available so we can still charge our phones. Go ahead and plug that in and plug it into the 12-volt outlet. We're going to wrap our wires. We're just gonna kind of tuck them in one of the panels, like so. And we're gonna verify that it works. And it's already recording. Then we'll wanna set up and make sure that we've got a proper angle. You can adjust it. And there we go. Now the advantages of a dash cam are numerous. One, you might be able to get a discount on your insurance if you have it. Two, should you be involved in an accident that's not necessarily your fault, you can easily prove it. And three, should you see someone else involved in an accident, well, you've got that recorded as well, and you might even be able to help them out. So this is a perfect solution for our winter build. Something that is constantly recording. Should something go wrong, or should something go right, we can post it up on the internet. And that's it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Now to sum this all up, we've got a dash cam, battery bank, a tow hook, and a nice little survival kit, which is pretty freaking cool. And I really think this build is starting to come along. But I'm curious what you guys keep in your car for those, crazy winter moments, and maybe your fails or those hero moments, because I know I have a few myself. And while you're down there, hit that like button and subscribe, because on the next episode, it's all about looks and performance. See you then.